Good morning, sunshine. It's Friday morning, and we're so glad to have you with us. Eggs, shaving cream, toilet paper. When it comes to those items in Halloween, you've been there and done that. But many of those common Halloween pranks can be considered crimes and could land you into legal trouble. The so-called lawyer in blue jeans, Jeff Isaac, is joining us now to talk about the possible consequences. Hi, Jeff.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, but you know what? You're going to risk here sounding like you're coming down completely on the side of parents here and like bah humbug the Halloween. So to balance it, maybe, are there Halloween pranks that are considered mostly maybe benign by law enforcement, like TPing a house?
Well, yeah, but you know what? TPing the house has a lot of other options. I mean, just think about what can happen when you really look at some of the things that do happen. Oh, it's not a big deal. But what if you TP somebody's house at 70 years old, they have to hire somebody to take off all that toilet paper? Well, guess what? They can sue you as a parent and the child and actually collect. It can also be trespassing. So there's little things that sound innocuous at the beginning, but can actually really get large and all of a sudden become a civil issue or a crime itself.
Yeah, I guess maybe we should call the segment worst case scenario.
That's right.
But many of the pranks, to be fair, do have legal implications. So in the vein of maybe scared straight, let's get into the potential problems. Vandalism of some kind is probably the most common. Egging a house or a car, what else?
Yeah, well, that kind of stuff obviously can have a lot of effects as well, egging a car, but if that car is driving and they crash into somebody else, that's a big problem. You also have things like graffiti. Graffiti is a big problem, and where people actually start defacing buildings or schools or people's homes, well, all of a sudden you're talking civil and criminal, and the parents may well be liable for either one or both as well.
Okay, yeah, so really some potential problems. Breaking curfew seems harmless maybe to the public at large, so everyone else other than the person breaking curfew. So what you're going to do when they come for you on that one?
Well, on curfews, basically, the bottom line is this. There's no state laws on curfews, but there are jurisdictions within the states, cities and counties that have their own time. And actually, the parents, their liability is simply this. They have to pay the money for transportation and administration fees for the actual individuals that are being detained. So the parents have to kind of keep an eye on that as well, or else they're going to be on the hook.
So what kind of conversation do you think parents should be having with their older revelers about theft, what constitutes theft even on Halloween?
Well, the thing is, I mean, it's a normal event that we all expect people to do little things. That's just part of our tradition in this country. The reality is that if you cross the line, then all of a sudden there is legal consequences, both, again, civilly and criminally. And I think what they have to do is know the difference, know where the line is, and tell them that, hey, you start stealing from kids, or you start stealing candy, or you start throwing eggs at cars, especially ones that are moving, there could be some really grievous consequences. And at that point, they ought to know what those are, because they're both going to be on the hook.
Right, because when you talk about the danger of another person, it's a whole different deal. Lawyer in blue jeans, Jeff Isaac, thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
All right, have a good time at any of your Halloween parties this weekend.